everyone, today we are going to solve the challenge HashingjobApp from PicoCTF. Let's begin. Description: if you want to hash with the best, beat this test. And here we have a command where NC stands for netcat, and netcat is a tool that lets computers talk to each other over the internet. The Saturn.PicoCTF.net is the hosts, and this number here is the port. We have two hints. The first one says you can use a command line tool or web app to hash text. And the second one says press Ctrl and C on your keyboard to close your connection and return to the command prompt. So, before we begin solving the challenge, let's talk very quickly about MD5 hash. Well, an MD5 or message digest algorithm 5 is a cryptographic hash function that produces a 128-bit hash value. It takes an input or message of any length and produces a fixed size output, which is typically represented as a 32-character hexadecimal number. However, MD5 is now considered cryptographically broken and unsuitable for further use in securing sensitive data due to its vulnerabilities. For instance, an attacker could potentially reverse engineer hashed passwords or other sensitive information. This challenge exploits this vulnerability. Now that we know a little bit more about MD5 hashes, we can solve the challenge. So the first thing that I did was insert the command on the terminal and see what was the output. Let's copy this command here and paste it here. As you can see here on the terminal, they say the following: please MD5 hash the text between quotes excluding the quotes. With this, we know that we need to encode the text that they give us to MD5. In this challenge, I tried the two ways possible. The first one, and the one that I believe it's better, is by writing a Python script to hash the text for you. The second one is by hand, but I should tell you that this way it's only possible because they give us 3 phrases to encode. If they had give us like 100 phrases, encoding by hand would be time consuming. I will cover both ways, but once again, in this case, I will only do it by hand because they only give us 3 phrases to encode. So the first way, I wrote a Python script and you have access to it by going to the post about this challenge on my blog. Let me just show you, because I have it here. So here it is, the Python script that I wrote. And for those who don't understand how to read or write Python, or don't understand something on this code, I will talk about it. For those who already know about Python, you can move forward in the video. So here in the first line we have imports hashlib. This hashlib, it's a library that helps us create unique hashes from data. In this case, is used to generate MD5 hashes because that's what we want. The second line we have here from PNN import all. This library is imported to allow interaction with remote servers and handling binary data easily. And then in the third line we have import RE. This is a library for regular expressions which are used for pattern matching in strings. Now, from line 6 to 8, I define the function called generateMD5 hash, as you can see here. The def means define, and this is a function. And the name of the function is generateMD5 hash. This function takes a string as input. In this case, the string is called new word, then generates its MD5 hash and returns it. Let me just tell you that a function is like a recipe in a cookbook. It has a name that in this case is generateMD5 hash. It has ingredients that in this case is the new word. It has instructions that in this case is generate an MD5 hash from the ingredient that in this case is called new words. I hope I'm making sense, and let's move on. In line 10, as you can see, I defined another function called main, and it's where the main execution of the script happens. Inside of the main function, it is established a connection to a remote server that is called saturn.PicoCTF.net on this port, using the function called remote, as you can see, from the PWN library. We have a loop here, as you can see, where it continuously receives output from the server unless it is stopped by the break command. If the server output indicates that the generated hash is incorrect, it prints a message indicating that the hash is wrong and breaks out of the loop. If the server output asks for an answer, indicated by the presence of string answer, here as you can see, our code generates the MD5 hash of a specific part of the received challenge and sends it back to the server. If the server output contains the flag indicated by PicoCTF, here as you can see, it extracts the flag using a regular expression and prints it to the standard output. If the server output contains a single quote, here as you can see, it splits the output based on single quotes to extract the challenge. If none of the above conditions are met, it continues to the next iteration of the loop, and you can see that here in this else, where it says continue. In simple terms, this script connects to a remote server, receives challenges from that server, generates MD5 hashes based on the challenges, and sends them back to the server until it receives the correct flag. Now that we've talked about the script, let's run it on our terminal. So to do that, we just need to use Python 3, in my case of course, and the name of the Python script, in my case is script.py. Click enter, and as you can see, our script could solve the challenge and display the flag. Now I will show you how I solved this challenge by hand. You just need to Google a MD5 hash encoder and copy paste every single phrase that the server gives to you. So let's copy paste this command here to our terminal and copy paste this phrase to MD5. Here we have copy insert. We have another one, copy and insert, and we have another one that you need to copy to here, copy and insert, and here you have the flag. That's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any question, feel free to leave it in the commentary section down below. Thank you and bye bye!